Here you can see two types of internet connections. The first one is dial-up. In dial-up technology, you have to dial a number to connect to the internet through an existing phone line. So, to get connected to the internet in the dial-up technology, you need to dial a number. So, when you dial a number, your computer is connected temporarily to the internet. So, when you're using the dial-up technology, the phone line is always busy because you're using the internet. But nowadays, most of them are not using the dial-up technology because it's the slowest method of accessing the internet and it has become outdated, and to download or upload the speed is very low. The next type of technology we need is the broadband. Nowadays, most of them are using the broadband technology. So in broadband technology, a computer is continuously connected to the internet through an existing phone line. Now previously what we saw in dial-up technology also, you need to dial a number to get connected to the internet. But as long as you're using the internet, your telephone line is busy. Whereas in broadband technology also, to get connected to the internet, you need to existing phone line. You get connected to an existing phone line and your computer is continuously connected to the internet, and it provides high-speed internet access. Now this broadband is classified into three types: wired, wireless broadband and wireless mobile broadband. So what do you mean by wired broadband? Wired broadband is a high-speed internet service, and this internet service is provided by a wired technology. So what happens in this technology? A broadband modem is connected to a phone line and it receives the internet service through it. So looking at the word wired broadband, what did you understand? That it has high-speed internet and it is connected to a phone line and it receives the internet service through the phone line. And this type of connection is generally used in a house where one computer is connected. The second type of broadband is a wireless broadband. Wireless broadband is also a high-speed internet service provided by wireless technology. So any computer which has a wireless technology is said to have a Wi-Fi facility. Nowadays, everyone is using a Wi-Fi facility. You can see this Wi-Fi facility in hospitals, airports and in many homes. So what happens in this technology? A wireless broadband modem, it receives the signals. From where it receives the signals? From a phone line or through a satellite. And it transmits these signals to the surroundings. But this transmission is limited only to a few feet only. For example, if you have an internet connection at home and you have a Wi-Fi facility, if you go to some far off distance, can you use your Wi-Fi facility? No. This Wi-Fi facility is transmitted only up to few distance only. And this wireless broadband requires a wireless modem and a telephone line or a satellite and a ISP. Next one is the wireless mobile broadband. wireless mobile broadband is also a high-speed internet service provided by wireless technology. Mainly this wireless mobile broadband is used by the people who travel a lot. When you travel a lot, you cannot carry a modem along with you. So for this purpose, they need a device called a dongle. Can you see at the bottom? There is a dongle connected to the laptop. Which company is providing that internet connection? Vodafone. Can you see on that? So what is a dongle? A dongle is a small USB device. Why it is called a USB device? Because it is inserted into a USB port and which allows you to access the internet through a mobile broadband connection. And the other names for dongle is called as a USB modem or a internet stick. So to have this wireless mobile broadband, you need to get registered with one of the ISPs. So in this session we saw what is a dial-up, what are the types of broadband connections you have, what is the ISP, and what is the medium you use for the internet, wired and wireless, and the different types of modem. In the next session, let's see what are the features of the internet and what are the rules you should follow when you are on the internet and about email. Thank you.